We start with the highly anticipated JuJu Watkins and USC Trojans and the 7th-ranked Ohio State Buckeyes.
And with USC being young, having a player like JuJu that can get the ball in her hands in transition, and I think that's the biggest thing with the Buckeyes press is you don't want the ball out of your playmaker's hand.
JuJu Watkins already has points on the board. Sends this one inside to Marshall. That's the 2nd turnover for the Trojans. Another 3 from outside. That one connects as Sheldon now makes them 2 for 5 from distance. Mikulashikova said, I don't want it there. Dives to the basket as Celeste Taylor sends it to McMahon for another triple back-to-back. Or another turnover, the 3rd for USC. Sheldon streaking to the rim. That's blocked by JuJu Watkins.
You see that length right there. And a number of those have rimmed out. So if you're USC, you're happy in the way you're handling the press.
And that's that offense you were talking about, Candace, as Celeste Taylor is now entering the chat. And off the leg of 2 Buckeyes, so USC gets the ball back. JuJu sends it into Marshall. That connection you can get used to.
That 1-2 punch, that's how you get open looks.
Ricky Harris on the other end as Sheldon finds a way to get past Marshall and kisses that off the glass. To NCAA basketball on top of the COVID year, the extra year that players get, as Taylor Bigby saying, I'm feeling right at home. Helping them out from the 3-point line as well as Marshall. I thought she was going to take off, slaps glass instead as a timeout comes. McMahon, as you mentioned, just her control going on the inside attracted a lot of bodies. JuJu with the decision to make pulls up.
And that's where she excels, in that secondary and that transition.
Ohio State has 6 turnovers.
But young players, first of all, that was a move.
That was a nice move.
That was a move. Smooth, gets to her hezzy with the crossover finish. A little finger roll. I think that was a little finger roll.
Rhea Marshall able to getting to the passing lane once again. Another layup for Rhea Marshall. JuJu, another hezzy at the top of the key. Found a way to get it off the glass. A short spell after 3 turnovers, and it's been a different look since she's returned to the floor.
Harris settles the Buckeyes in with a 3.
Marshall demanding it on the inside. JuJu Watkins somehow, some way, found a lane and finished on the left. It's very interesting how you come in a season it's completely different from...
Or physically. So what he's looking for in this second half is honestly just more effort from his team.
I think another thing, Taylor, that you mentioned is just the energy, but the togetherness of
turnovers because they lead to transition buckets for USC.
Well, that was a quick turnover at the top of the key for Ohio State. JuJu Watkins picking up where she left off.
So a lot of that came from the free throw line. So they've had success when they get into the paint.
JuJu Watkins, have yourself a day.
Who wants to take the challenge? Because if you leave her open, she's going to knock it down.
McMahon tries to respond, gets a bucket of her own. And so now you mentioned it, the adjustments.
Might see trapping, but this is not something that you're going to be able to allow her to do on a consistent basis. And JuJu right there, if you're Ohio State, bringing a lot of attention. Nice move by Theory. You see the athleticism right there.
And a really good defensive series for the Buckeyes. They have numbers. Dish pass on the inside, and 1 for J.C. Sheldon. Lead 8 streak. It had more time in Brazil. And here comes Taylor Theory.
Can we just talk about that athleticism on that play?
Yeah.
So gets the steal.
Just a 3-second difference as who other than J.C. Sheldon. And 1.
He's not having your superstar to settle you down. Marshall electing to make the pass and then doubling up.
3 rebounds and 2 assists to add to the stat line. As Mackenzie Forbes takes the bump in the and 1.
Is really single-handedly willing her team to be in this game.
And doesn't look like she ever gets tired as Forbes. That's a money ball. And another deflection. Padilla got through a deflection there. JuJu Watkins at the rim. Adds on to the stellar performance season debut for the #1 overall recruit coming in. We talked about how she can extend the floor. It's been quiet in this quarter, but Theory has been everything but that. JuJu Watkins, Euro step going, and Nikola Chikova. Look at the face, though. She can't be guarded.
Right here with the step through, finish, and one.
5 on the shot clock, the dish on the inside. Marshall, textbook, put it on the highlight tape. Player that came over from Columbia, actually, Coach Gottlieb, as Sheldon works her way to the rim, gets 2.
Sheldon's doing everything she can to keep the Buckeyes in this ballgame.
Full court pressure, so that's Taylor, forced the turnover. Sheldon streaks in, gets the bucket. As the final ticks off the clock, JuJu Watkins with the rock. As it's 5 seconds. Oh, she said, I need another bucket on the box score, though.
And USC's in for a treat with JuJu Watkins' career. She is a joy to watch.